Not Worth the Time with Wade Taylor. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Not Worth the Time. We're here. We're doing it. It's been a month. Man, oh my God. Sorry I've been letting you guys just leaving you out there, hanging out to dry. I just haven't talked to you guys in forever. Sorry, I've been busy, okay? You know, and if you wanted to hear me yap, there's another show you can go check out. Every week I put it out. Who Gives a F with Nathan and myself. So if you were missing me, there was an avenue. You could have heard me yap. This is just the every bi-weekly thing. But I feel like I had a valid excuse. Had a pretty valid excuse why I didn't get anything done. You know, I was busy getting married. That's right. You can see the ring on the finger. I got hitched this past month. And man, so things have been on a little bit of a whirlwind tear, you know, just trying to put things together, get shit done, trying to do those last minute things. I don't know why people always complain about trying to run a wedding. Oh, Wade, you're saying it's not easy. You said it's easy to run a wedding after how many times you've bitched about your event management career and how it fell apart and how you didn't like running weddings and how it sucked so bad. Yes, I realize the hypocrisy of my own ways. But I have to say, my lovely wife did a fantastic job, better than I could. You know, I went to 4 years of university. I went to a prestigious university and got a degree in event management. And my lovely wife completely upshowed me and showed that apparently I must have just cheated my entire way through college. It explains a lot, you know. She was way more on top of it, way more well organized. It explained why I would never be a good event planner and why I got out of that industry completely. It went great, man. We had such a blast. And the weird part about when you run as any kind of event, if you've ever tried to put on like just even organizing a get together with your best friends, right? That's 5 people, right? You're gonna go do a boys' weekend or girls' weekend, depending on who's listening to the pod. But you do any kind of get together, right? It's kind of a hassle. It's a hassle to get that many people together for one common party or whatnot. It's a tough sell. It's hard to get people, and it's hard to organize and do it all correct. It's hard to do that with 5 people. Now you do it on a scale of around 200 people. That's tough, and it's not an easy task. And she made it look super easy. I tried my best to help, and I did everything I could. I asked all the time and tried to help, but she did a fantastic job in being organized, and we were on top of things and had things just planned out months in advance, all thanks to her diligent planning. So shout out to my wife for being just on the ball with all of that. Because even with my degree, I probably would have waited till the last 2 months to start getting shit going. I did get my suit real early on. Got my suit early in the game, okay? Well, I was on top of that, which, fellas, just step up your game a little bit, guys. I had the person who tailored my suit, who was selling me it, he was marking me for when my fitting was going to be right, and I bought a suit, okay? Didn't rent one, okay? I wasn't going to go to Men's Warehouse and look all boxy, okay? I got a nice fitted suit. I look so goddamn good, you guys. Oh, did I ever look good? And while I'm getting fit for my suit for the wedding, and I remember the guy going, "Oh, so when's your wedding? Next month or something like that?" And I was like, "No, it's in 7 months. And they're like, "What? Oh man, you're getting it way in advance." As dudes, we got to start stepping up. We can't be waiting till a month and a half before the guys. Get on top of your shit, okay? You're making us all look bad. Schedule your things and get them done early, okay? Your future wife will just feel so much better about you as a person. She'll actually think she's marrying a competent individual if you just get your tux 6 months in advance. That's not even that hard. That's your one job. Your one job is to get a cool ring and a nice fitted suit and then be there when you need to be, okay? Show up and then move stuff if you can. Help out. You know, but it was a great day. Like we had such a great time. It was one of those things that it was ran so well and nothing went haywire at all, because that's what you're all event planning. What I learned in school was basically how everything you just prepare for things to go wrong, and that's essentially what we did. We prepared for weird shit to happen that we didn't know what might happen and how we could game plan for stuff, right? And nothing went wrong. Me and my wife kept looking at each other throughout the day, as the before the ceremony, when we did our first look, to after the ceremony, to after pictures, to during the reception, to during dinner. Like, just every step, every time we'd look over at each other and going, this is going really well. Like, we were both just in awe that everything was going great. Nobody fought at the rehearsal dinner. Nobody fought or got upset during the reception. The whole ceremony went off without a hitch. It was perfect. Like, we were just both like, wow, dude, this is wild. Everything went great, which is a strange feeling sometimes. It almost feels like that's a miracle. You know what I mean? It's I've only ever heard other people really talk about how, like, some crazy shit happened, or like it just like one thing was like weird and they had to, like, scramble to make sure something worked right. But that's what happens when you keep things super simple, you guys. Just keep it real simple, you know? Just have a small ceremony, have a reception where everybody shows up, and then you don't do centerpieces, okay? That's the big thing, all right? Also, you could just buy all of our wedding stuff now if you want to recreate and copy it. That's my favorite thing, is you try to have a good, nice wedding afterwards, and then you sell off everything you would use for the wedding, so somebody else can take your thing. It's like you just want somebody to copycat your wedding, so you can be like, posers. You hope somebody buys it so you can judge them and be like, we did it first. They just loved what we did so much they had to copy it. Oh, but it went great, dude. It's been fantastic. And then we just did a mini honeymoon right afterwards, and we did it the best Iowa way you could do it, and that's by going to the state fair, everybody. That's right. We went to the Iowa State Fair, arguably on the best day of the fair. The weather was perfect. It was a great time. I love the state fair, dude. It's a great time. Spending quality time at the state fair with your wife, you can't beat it, dude. Going down a giant slide, drinking beers, eating corn dogs. Name me a better time. I dare you to try to tell me what's better than going down a giant slide on a burlap sack, eating a corn dog with your wife, okay? There's nothing better. Nothing. I can't think of a better thing, okay? That's a good-ass time, okay? If it wasn't, $10 a pop, I would have gone down that slide 4 or 5 more times, okay? But I'm not spending $60 on the giant slide at the state fair. It's a little ridiculous, okay? I got to use that other $40 to get myself corn dogs and more beer. Oh, it was such a fun time. I love the state fair, dude. Yeah, you just got to do it's a tradition now at this point. I was never a state fair guy when I first moved to the city. I thought that wasn't my place. I thought I didn't belong to go there. I thought I wasn't somebody who was allowed to go there. I thought I maybe was stealing farmer valor if I went to the state fair. That was always my big hitch about it. I was like, oh man, I don't want to, step on the culture. I don't want to infringe and be out of place or whatever. I'm just some weird city kid. I didn't grow up around pigs and sheep and stuff. Like, I don't know anything about barn animals, But after dating my wife for the longest time, her take me there, I realized the state fair's for everybody. There's just all sorts of cool shit happening down there. You love the state fair. And you don't have to know anything about barn animals to go enjoy them. You can go stare at the giant hog's balls even if you don't even know how to raise a hog, okay? There's nothing preventing you from seeing hog balls. Everybody should go down to the state fair and at least look at the hog balls, okay? They're crazy. Did you know hog balls are bigger than a fucking bull's balls? It's true. They have a Super Bowl down there this year, and I compared nuts. I always do. Okay, that's my big state fair tradition. Does the Super Bowl or the big hog have the biggest balls? Okay, at the state fair this year, hog took it. Okay, the hog drawed, and it had the biggest testicles. Okay, There's a rumor too. If you go up and if you can rub the hog balls without it waking up, you can get good luck for a year, dude. Your high school football team's winning state. If you can rug the pig skin, your quarterback's gonna drop back and hook that pig skin for a Hail Mary to win state. But if the hog wakes up while you touch his balls, ooh boy. That's 7 years bad luck. That's like breaking a mirror, dude, okay? You just cursed your entire team. Your star running back who had a full ride to Notre Dame, he'd bring in a femur first game of the year. Got to be careful with them hog balls, okay? But it's a great time, man. It's a great time. Go down there, see some hog balls and some ram nuts. I love the state fair, dude. It is such a good time to just wander around and look at random stuff and look at animals and drink beer and eat bad food. My honest to God favorite part of the state fair is eavesdropping on conversations. Boy, howdy, dude. Do you hear some fucking classic just snippets of conversation? That's my favorite way to eavesdrop. I don't want to like a lot of people when they eavesdrop, right? They want to catch the whole kit and caboodle. They're getting greedy, right? That's why it's called spill the tea. Okay, when you spill the tea, it's just a little splash, and that's what eavesdropping is. Just a little splash of tea. Okay, other people get greedy and they want the whole pot of tea. You can't have the whole pot. Okay, you just got to keep moving and just get your snip bits, right, and just keep on moving. When you eavesdrop, you can't get greedy. That's the big part of it. Can't get greedy. You just got to get that little spill of tea. And, man, I heard some great ones. My favorite, the top tier, it's always a classic that happens at the state fair. Parents arguing about their kids. Always a classic. You can always find that happening. We were in one part of the barn animal area where they got all these different types of goats and cattle, and they even had elk in there, which was crazy. Which seeing a caged elk is fucking weird to me. I don't know. I feel like I've only ever seen them in the wild. I guess they also raise elk. Aren't there farm-raised elk? Now I got to look that up. Is there farm-raised? There is farm-raised tuna, according to what elk. Let's find. Are there farm-raised? Yes. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Elk are farmed primarily for their meat in velvet antlers. Wow. What do you know? I didn't realize they actually farmed them too. I thought you had to just straight up hunt them. But they had that there, and there was this little girl who was up at her dad, just kind of pounding his thighs like down below, just like I want in. I don't know what she was saying to her, but I saw the mom holding the other daughter, and then the dad looked at the mom as I walked by, and this is the snippet I got. See, I couldn't go in any farther. This is all the snippet I got, which was I told you this was gonna happen. And look, this always happens. Classic little eavesdrop right there. Just the upset parent when they know they're in a bind. And I fucking knew this was going to happen. I fucking told you when we left the house this morning. By the way, that guy didn't say a fucking word, I guarantee it. That guy didn't say anything. He said it up here. He was saying it to himself when he was loading the car, when he had to put that stroller wagon in the back seat of the van. He was definitely thinking it. He never said it out loud, though, because that's a death sentence to say that out loud. You go on a family activity, man. You keep your mouth shut until it starts happening. Then you go, I knew this would happen. That's when you know the pure frustrations come out. When the inner thoughts that you've had about all the things going on, that's when you start actually saying them. That's when you know things have hit a fucking head. But you don't say that stuff. Keep it to yourself. That's a classic, though. You can get that at any big event or outdoor activity. You can get that at like a theme park, baseball games. That's a classic eavesdrop that you can get anywhere. Is the old parents complaining about the kids. You gotta love it. My favorite though this year, honestly, honest to God favorite one. So nice. Because I don't go to the fair normally late at night. Right? We were there late at night. And it's getting close to after hours. Sun's going down, so people are out now. That's when the party time happens, right? So all the indoor attractions close, everything's closing down. So now it's just about eating and drinking and going to the places that are playing live music and just dance. And that's when the party starts, okay? Kids are still running around, which is wild to me. I guess they still have the little theme park rides and stuff, the little midway. But, yeah, that it's wild to me that people bring their kids to the fair after dark. It should just be a 21 and up event at that point. But they let the kids run around and have a good time. But one of my favorite things I heard somebody say as I was walking by, there was a group of dudes. They had to all be like mid-20s probably. And I hear one guy go, yeah, man, there's a bunch of baddies around here. And then one of the guy goes, yeah, none of them our age. You know what? That second guy, he's a good dude. He's a good friend. He's like, God, dude, fucking settle the fuck down, okay? You can't be looking at everybody. You don't even know what you're looking at around here. That if I would have stayed around and see, that was just the spill of the tea. That was the eavesdrop spill. It's got a little spill of that tea on that one. If I hung around, somebody was bringing up Epstein's list later. They were just like, dude, you're talking like that, and that's how we end up on the Epstein's list. Oh man, that was I just like that there's at least one friend keeping people in check, okay? And you know what? You're holding a lot of weight there, sir, okay? You're you're pushing a boulder up a hill because your buddies are thinking about some weird stuff. At least you're like checking them, okay? You're like, hey man, at least check ID, okay? You got to be a bouncer at this place. The state fair is not a bar where a bouncer has checked everybody's ID before they got in, okay? You have to be your own bouncer. Such a funny thing to walk by and hear being said, it is very funny how when you get in a group of people, like, even if you go with yourself, you guys, everybody's done this, where you get in a group of people. You're just 4 or 5 people, like, anything around 4 or 5, right? And you're in public, for whatever reason, once you get in your little group and, like, surround each other, you forget that there's other people around you while you're talking and that they can also hear parts of your conversation. I do it all the time. I totally forget it's totally possible that someone could hear me talking right now. And those guys totally did. And luckily one guy remembered and he pointed it out to his friends like, hey, don't be talking to jailbait at the state fair, okay? Kyle, don't be stupid. But it was a fun time. It was a great way to cap off the wedding week. It was a great time celebrating with my wife and getting to just have a good time and just celebrating each other and doing things we love to do. And now I just get to spend the rest of my life with her, and it's going to be awesome. And it got me thinking and got me working on stuff. We've always talked about on this podcast, taking care of ourselves a little bit is a thing I've started looking into more, and love health stuff. So I want to be sharper in my old age. I think everybody wants to make sure their cognitive function is still going well and that their muscles are still healthy. So I found this article because as I get older with my wife, I want to make sure I'm there and in good health for her. So I found this thing to stay sharper while aging. Get active, challenge your brain, and eat healthy. Wow, things I think we all have heard before. Am I right? Washington, AP. Oh, wait, did I hit record on this? I didn't. Man, I'm sorry, guys. Let me scroll back up here. I didn't even forget. I forgot to hit record on the old thing here. Is this? Yeah, it's recording now. Hey, there you go. Here's the article. To stay sharp while aging and get active, challenge your brain, and eat healthy. There you go. Let's take a look here. It's official. Older Americans worry about cognitive decline and stay sharper for longer as exercising both their body and their brains and eating healthier. That, according to initial results released Monday from the rigorous U.S. study of lifestyle changes in seniors at risk of developing dementia. People following a combination of healthier habits slowed typical aging-related cognitive decline, achieving scores on brain tests as if they were a year or two younger. Damn, dude, I can't wait to start doing brain games, and now my brain will be younger forever. I already think like a 12-year-old, so maybe I can get down to 10. Research reports that in JAMA, JAMA, and at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference. It's not too late to get started. The study participants were in their 60s and 70s, and it has become, and it doesn't require becoming a pickleball champion and swearing off ice cream. Hell yeah, dude! I don't have to play pickleball. I'm just gonna walk golf courses my whole life, dude. Fellas, if you want, I know everybody dogs on golf. Like, well, at least they used to. I think golf is now super popular amongst all age groups. It feels like it's blown up in the last few years. But I still think people are lazy and they're still taking too many carts. Guys, if you want to lose weight and also get mean calves, just start walking the golf course. Use a push cart if you want. I like to carry my golf bag. Just carry it and walk the golf course. You'll thank yourself, okay? Walking 3 miles while you chase a little white ball. It's pretty fun, let me tell you. Anyway, so at least you don't have to play pickleball. I don't really want to play pickleball, even though I've heard from some friends it's pretty fun. What I know, why I don't want to play pickleball, I know if as soon as I play it, I'm going to get fucking addicted to it. That's the problem. I know it's going to happen. So I'm scared to start it. I just know where my brain is and my addictive personality. It'll get there. It was the first time I felt like I was doing something proactive with my brain, said Phyllis Jones, 66, of Aurora, Illinois, who joined the study after caring for her mother with dementia and struggling with her own health problems. It's too soon to know if stalling age related decline is also reduced by later Alzheimer's or any other form of dementia. But Jones and other study participants underwent brain scans and blood tests that research now analyzes for clues, such as whether the people saw a reduction in Alzheimer's related protein buildup. Wait, there's Alzheimer's related. Okay, I'm going to open this link. We're not going to go to that right now, but I want to learn about that. Alzheimer's related protein buildup. That's interesting. See, not all good protein is good protein. You know what I'm saying? So apparently, if you eat too much protein, you get Alzheimer's. That's not true. I hope not. Anyway, we'll find out. We'll go to that in a second. We're all in a cognitive age clock, and anything we can do to slow down the clock, to me, is a significant benefit. Laura Baker of Wake Forest University School of Medicine, who led the study. What's good for the heart is good for the brain. Doctors have long encouraged physical activity and healthy diets for the brain fitness. Those steps fight high blood pressure and cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes factors that increase the risk of dementia. Wow, all those increase the risk of dementia. I did not know that. So high blood pressure, cholesterol, heart disease, and diabetes, all are factors in that. Well, if anything, guys, you'll learn something new today, I guess. I didn't know that. Maybe you did, and I'm just a moron. But until strong evidence that specifies lifestyle change later in life could improve how people perform on brain tests came from a study in Finland. Would it work for more sedentary or and culturally diverse U.S. population? Oh, okay, that's interesting because, yeah, they did those studies in Finland, so they have a different culture, lifestyle, and, like I said, a diverse culture. We have a diverse culture here. Finland probably does not. I don't know what Finland's population is. I have a pretty good idea. With funding from an Alzheimer's Association and the National Institute of Aging, Baker's team tested this strategy for 2 years on 2,100 adults for ages 60 to 79. Here's what the study participants had to do. Half the participants randomly assigned a group class for exercise, dietary change, plus brain challenging homework with peer support and coaching tracking their progress. They did a half hour of mandatory intense workout 4 times a week, plus twice a week they added 10 to 15 minutes of stretching and 15 to 20 minutes of resistance training. The following in the MIND diet that stressed a lot of leafy greens, berries, plus whole grains, poultry, and fish. Not nothing is banned, but urged to limit red meats, fried or fast food, and sweets, and substituting olive oil for butter and margarine. Really? So they substitute oil for butter and margarine. That's interesting. They also had meet someone or try something new weekly to and do their brain exercises using an online program called a Brain HQ. Other study participants, the control group, received brain healthy advice and minimal coaching. They chose what steps to follow. Both improved, but groups fared significantly better. But the groups, okay, got it. Combining the social engagement with the exercise and dietary steps may be key, said Jessica Langba of the Banner Alzheimer's Institute, who wasn't involved in the study. Americans want to have that one easy thing. If it's just my blueberries, like I said, there's no magic bullet. It's the whole lifestyle. Yeah, that's the whole point. Is like if you want to get truly healthy, it's a lifestyle. It's not just a, oh, here we go, do this, just do this thing and you're fine. Like one thing. There's no one pill to fix anything. If anything, we've noticed that from Ozempic in our culture now. Everybody thought it started taking that, and it turns out there's some wild fucking side effects. Wild side effects. How exercise in the body, moderate intense physical activity means raising your heart rate and panting a bit, yes, still but able to talk, said Wake Forest Baker. Pick something safe for your physical capability and start slow. Just 10 minutes at a time until you can handle more. She can a caution. Sorry, I couldn't remember the word caution. Jesus Christ, see, this is why I'm doing this. This is a brain test. I haven't done this for a month for you guys, and normally I'm okay. I've gotten better at reading. If you guys want to know how bad it was before, go back to episode like 4 when I started reading articles in this on this podcast. It was bad. Make it something you enjoy, and so you'll stick with it. Likewise, there are many options for brain exercises. Baker said, puzzles, joining a book club, learning an instrument, or a new language. Jones, a software engineer turned tester, learned she loved blueberry spinach smoothies. Her favorite exercise uses an at-home virtual reality program that lets her work up a sweat while appearing to be in another country communicating with other online users. So that's fun. So you're getting a social aspect of that. One challenge, how to keep up the good work. Researchers will track study participants' health for 4 years, and then the Alzheimer's Association will prepare to translate the findings into local community programs. Will people stick with their new habits? Jones lost 30 pounds, saw her heart health improve, and feels sharper, especially when multitasking. But she hasn't realized that her diet slipped when the study's coaching ended until a checkup spotted rising blood sugar. Now, and an 81-year-old friend from the study are helping keep each other on track. Lifestyle changes did not just adjust my physicality, but affected me mentally and emotionally. It brought me to a much better place, Jones says. The Associated Press Health receives. Okay, that's just like a little whatever thing. Well, cool. I mean, I think that's pretty like spot on. I don't think that's any really new information. It's just nice that there's always backup, right? Like we all knew that. We all know that if you eat healthier, you exercise more, and you challenge your brain, I think you're going to be better off. And it's just sometimes you need a reminder of that. And I think it's cool that there's a study out there and they're trying to make sure to pound in the numbers. Like, here's proof, okay? It's not just bullshit. Fucking listen to us. You know, and I need it. I know I need that motivation. I've been eating ice cream the past 2 days. It's bad. I got to get my shit back on track, okay? I got married and I was like, you know what? It's time for the wheels to fall off for at least a couple weeks. Time to get back on track, though. You know what place is always on track, though? punninggame.com. That's right, everybody. Go over to punninggame.com where you can find this show, Who Gives a F, and loads of other shows that we've had on the network over the years. There's thousands of hours of content over there, so go over and check that out at punninggame.com. And if you want to watch me struggle to read stuff on this program, or you just want to see my dumb face while I yap to you, go to youtube.com and search Comic Wade Taylor. That's Comic Wade Taylor on YouTube. You can go there. You can get clips of my stand-up, get clips of my shorts and like sketches I've been putting out. You get clips of this show, clips of Who Gives a F, all sorts of good stuff. Comic Wade Taylor on YouTube, so go check that out. Also, all the links to everything, guys, are in the description down below, including the link to this article. If you'd like to send it to somebody, maybe you know somebody who needs to read this and get their shit together. There you go. Send them the proof. Proof's in the pudding, right? Also, guys, if you want to support the website, go back to punninggame.com and go to the Punning Game shop where you can find t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all sorts of cool stuff to represent your favorite shows here at punninggame.com. And we have a sweet promo code for you. That's NWTPOD. That's NWTPOD. NWTPOD, and that gets you free shipping at checkout, guys. Free shipping at checkout with the promo code NWTPOD. So get yourself something nice. Support the show. We keep the prices as low as we possibly can. We make like $3 on each thing because I hate expensive merch. I've been a victim of it. I shouldn't say victim. I want to support the artists I like. And if you guys like us, we hope you want to support us. But we want to keep it as low as possible, so as low as we possibly could. So don't forget to use that promo code, and it'll help us out. And you get the word out. Word of mouth just by wearing it out. It's cool. We got great designs up there. Guys, this has been Not Worth the Time. I'm Wade Taylor. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.